What is going on, guys and gals? This is Gaming for God coming at you with another episode for our Hot Topics for Christianity series. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about Mormonism, or Mormons, or the Latter-day Saints, or whatever you want to call them. There's lots of different names that they appear under, but it is very important that we talk about them because they tell you that they are Christians, and what I'm about to show you in this video, with all due respect, is that they are far from it, and we're going to get started right now. I do also apologize really quick before we get into it that I did not get this video posted last week. As many of you know, I'm going through a redesign of my channel right now, not just here on YouTube, but also on Twitch, and there's a lot going on with that. So I just wanted to briefly let you know I am very, very sorry. From here forward, it's going to reset. So 2 weeks from today's post, there will be another one, and we'll kind of pick back up where we left off. And again, I sincerely apologize for my lack of inconsistency. You knew what I meant. I want to share with you my personal experience with LDS missionaries, or Mormons missionaries, however you want to say it, because there's a couple things they've never been able to answer for me, and in their eyes, the people that are at the front facing of their faith, not being able to answer this question, I think is pretty basic and is startling to me. For those of you that don't know, Mormons take in, I believe they refer to it as a quad. It has the King James Version of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and I believe that's called the Pearl of Great Price, or the three other books that they've added. And this is the problem that I have with that. Galatians chapter 1 verse 8 is where I would like to direct you to at this time. But even if we or an angel from heaven preaches any other gospel to you than what we have preached to you, let him be accursed. Please understand that according to the Mormons' own website, which you're seeing right now, it's very clear that the story of Joseph Smith receiving another gospel from an angel from heaven is what happened here. That is where you get the Book of Mormon, Pearl of Great Price, and the Doctrine and Covenants. Let's go on the idea that it is the same, everything's the same in those books. I'm going to show you at least one thing that is completely contrary to what God's Word and the Gospel would say, and make it very clear why. What you are seeing right now is directly from the LDS.org website. For those of you that don't know, this is their website that they maintain. There are three kingdoms of glory: the celestial kingdom, the terrestrial kingdom, and the telestial kingdom. The glory we inherit will depend on the depth of our conversation expressed by our obedience to the Lord's commandments. It will depend on the manner in which we have received the testimony of Jesus. There is only one heaven. There are not three different levels of heaven, and according to what they just said, putting it in layman's terms, you got to earn your way into different kingdoms. That is so far from the gospel that it's unreal to me that they can't see it. And it's so difficult for me because they take the Bible, the King James Version of the Bible, into their church every single day, but they don't see Galatians 1:8 for what it is, because I believe they are brainwashed into believing that it was a faulty teaching. It's all kinds of, they can make any excuse they want, but I see this a lot in Mormons when I bring this up. And the Bible verse that supports what I'm saying is John chapter 14 verse 6. Jesus said to him, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." Jesus doesn't say you get to different levels of heaven through me. Jesus says no one gets to the Father except through me. The Father is in heaven. There isn't another level that he's in. So if there were levels in heaven, my issue would be, where's God at then? Which one of those heavens is he in? There's so many different things that we could go into. This is just one of my personal examples. And by the way, I have presented this to 4 sets of Mormon missionaries now. This exact same thing. 3 of the sets left their church. They left the LDS faith, realizing what was true, and ended up going to a Bible-believing church. The other 2 are recent, and honestly, neither of them are walking around anymore. I don't know what happened to them, because they visited me one day. I'd been seeing them here for about 2 or 3 weeks was all. Now they're gone. Somebody else has replaced them. And they won't come here. I've tried talking to them while they're walking by, and they won't stop here. I do want to encourage you guys to understand something. I don't hate Mormons. I don't hate the LDS faith. Neither does God. I am purely showing you, for those of you that may be questioning what you want to believe in your life, that when Mormons tell you it's the same faith, it's not the same faith. And if you have any more questions, there's lots of ways you can get a hold of me, all of which are actually contained within the description of today's video. I have a compiled link with my social media in it, as well as our Discord community. You're more than welcome to join that and reach out to me if you have any individualized questions that maybe I could try to help answer. Thank you for watching this episode of Hot Topics for Christianity. We covered why Mormons are not the same as Christians. My name is David Orr, otherwise known as Gaming for God. And if you liked this video, be sure to leave it a like. If you disliked it, I'm good with that too. Throw a dislike on there, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. Click the notification bell right next to it to get notified for when I drop my next video for you guys. Appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, I'm signing off.